I never imagined I'd end up writing something like this. Yet here I am, consumed by shame, hollow inside, and forced to face the wreckage I caused with my own hands. My name is Lily, I'm 24 years old, and the man who may never forgive me is Jack, 26. We spent 7 years together, 3 of those as husband and wife. Back in college, I believed what we shared was unshakable. Not perfect, but real and rooted in love. Jack was my foundation, steady, patient, endlessly calm. And I see now how much I failed to value that kind of devotion. I mistook his gentleness for weakness. We couldn't have been more different. He preferred quiet nights, books, and peace. I was restless, loud, the one lighting up every room. But he never tried to dim that spark in me. He tagged along to every party, every chaotic gathering, smiling through it even when I knew it drained him. He never complained. He shouldered the responsibilities, managing bills, cooking, keeping our home together, while I wasn't even working. And still, he treated me as if I was the center of his world. Instead of cherishing that, I grew dismissive. It wasn't something that happened overnight. Old college friends drifted back into my life, whispering poison in my ear. They told me I was wasting my youth on someone boring, someone too soft. They insisted I deserved adventure, not stability. And the worst part? I listened. I let their shallow words twist my perspective. It started small. At a party, after too many drinks, I made a thoughtless joke. I called Jack obedient, saying he'd probably do anything I asked, even jump off a cliff. The room laughed, and so did I. That moment of attention felt good, intoxicating even, and I confused it for something worth seeking again. Soon, mocking him became part of my routine. I let people laugh at him, and I didn't stop them when they called him whipped. I played along, wearing that label like it was a joke that made me strong. Jack never fought back. Even when he overheard, even when I dismissed him in front of others, he stayed calm. He just kept loving me. And I, blind and arrogant, convinced myself that meant he would never leave. Then came the day everything collapsed. It was at a neighborhood barbecue. Jack was at the grill, as usual, cooking for everyone with quiet kindness. I was off with friends, laughing, drinking, when someone made another cutting remark about how trained he was. Wanting their approval, I called him spineless. The laughter around me stopped instantly. The air thickened. That's when I noticed him. Jack, standing behind me, holding a plate. His face wasn't angry or sad. It was worse. Detached, unreadable, cold in a way I had never seen. His voice was low when he said, "We need to talk." Inside the house, he looked me straight in the eye. His words weren't shouted. They didn't need to be. They cut sharper because of how steady he was. "I'm done letting you tear me down. I gave you everything, and all you did was ridicule me. I'm leaving. Your things will be outside." I broke down instantly, pleading, crying, promising to change. I told him he was overreacting. But he didn't waver. He wasn't cruel, just frighteningly calm. That's when I realized he had reached a point of no return. He stared right at me and said, "No more. You don't get to keep humiliating me and expect me to stay." I swore I wouldn't leave. He didn't flinch. His face was blank as he said that if I refused, he would call the police. And I knew he meant it. For the first time, I understood. The man I thought would endure anything had finally had enough. That night, I walked out with a suitcase, tears burning down my face. Outside, the neighbors who once laughed at my jokes stood silently, watching. The so-called friends who cheered me on had nothing to say. And their silence was louder than any laughter I'd ever chased. It's only been a few days, though it feels like years. I'm back in my childhood bedroom at my parents' house. Jack hasn't answered a single message. Maybe he never will. And maybe that's exactly what I deserve. Because the truth is, I destroyed something rare. I broke a man who only ever loved me completely. I traded loyalty for shallow validation. And now I'm left with nothing but regret. I don't know if forgiveness will ever come. I don't even know if I deserve it. All I know is this: I have to live with the weight of what I've done. The knowledge that I ruined the best thing that ever happened to me. And no matter what anyone says, I can't escape the truth. I did this. And I have to carry it.